Hey, what's up, guys? Here on the Fire Sports Pod. I'm your host, Zach Jackson. Here with us today is our co-host, Joey, back at it again on another episode. Guys, we're back. Powered by StreamYard, where StreamYard makes the dream yard go. We are here on Recap Tuesday, Season 9, Episode number 5. It's been a long time. It's been 2 weeks, Joey, since we've been on the podcast. But we're back, and we ain't going anywhere. We're staying true to what we said, and we're staying true. So we are going to go over a lot of stuff we have for you guys. Oh, wait. We're going to take a pause for a second. My brother is on TikTok Live right now. He's in school. Oh, buddy, why are you on TikTok Live in school right now? Get back to class.
Get off. Go back to the books.
Get back to class, buddy. I love you, buddy. All right, so let's get right into it. So we got some big news, but before we get to everything, Joey, before we went on the podcast, I told you a little bit about what happened over the weekend. And your guy, Zach Jackson, host of the Fire Sports Pod and the creator, went on FanDuel. For the first time, he started betting about last weekend. Almost hit on the last 2 weekends. Then comes Sunday, and I decided to put in a 10-leg parlay on FanDuel, which, again, you never know. It's betting, right? And we hit on a $5 to win $1,344. Your man hit with the Titans to cover the 12.5, the Giants to cover the 13.5, Kansas City to win by the money line, Chicago to win on the money line, Jets cover the 13.5, New England won on the money line, Jacksonville to win straight up, Dallas to win. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Falcons with the straight up win, and the Rams. Buyout was $1,344 for just $5 to be put in. So I was loving life on Sunday night as the Rams absolutely smoked the Tampa Bay Bucks. It was an absolute massive win, and that's exactly what I needed to get the win. And what's up, Aiden? I don't know if you heard, but I hit a 10-leg parlay on Sunday to win $1,344. So we are living it over here, man. But yeah, man, that was just a little sneak peek of our bets that we had on Sunday. So when I tell you guys to stay tuned into my bets and my picks on Sundays, I'm true. I can hit my stuff. You just gotta stay along for the ride with me. You had a 10-leg parlay. Holy cow, good stuff. I'm almost 6K follower. I know, Aiden. I've been looking at your shit, man. Keep it up. Yeah, I've been a little stuck under the 2,000 trying to get my stuff back up. But best believe it, we're going to be up there too with you. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Just to go over a little bit of what happened with me over the weekend. Joey just had some technical difficulties. He'll be back on the podcast, but we're going to be rolling with some big news, and we're going to start with the New York Jets. Just kind of going over a little bit of what's been happening there, and then we're going to go into everything of the NFL with the Cowboys' big win against the Eagles. Bengals are getting back Joe Burrow for Thanksgiving. I mean, the list goes on and on. Eagles, I mean, what is happening over there? You got Danny Dimes losing a close one in with the Colts. Kansas City looks like they're back in the fold. So yeah, we'll be going over all those things. We're going to take a quick short break just to make sure I can get Joey back on the podcast. We'll be right back in just a second. So we had some technical difficulties, but we are back.
Transformer Blue, my bad. We're back. We're back.
So the Transformer Blue and Joey's down. We're okay. We're back on the podcast. So yeah, I was just going over the 10-leg parlay. We had some couple chats in there. But yeah, man, I just kind of gave a little bit of rundown of what we're going over. So we're going to start with the Jets on your end. Man, they benched CJ Stroud for Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod comes in there. Actually, I don't think plays that bad. I think the Jets defense actually played pretty well in the Ravens thing. I think Tyrod Taylor did what he could. But the Jets are just not all around there anymore. I mean, Breece Hall was like visibly emotional after the game. They're 2-9. They just fired. No, they didn't fire anybody. That was the Giants that fired. But again, I don't know. the Jets were supposed to have something with CJ Stroud. I looked first game of the season. They scored almost 31 points against the Steelers. We were like, oh my God, is the Jets coming? And they didn't win one other game until what, like week 6 or something. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. But for me, I think the Jets are just in that fold of just they can't win.
I love you to death, Zach, but you're killing me with the CJ Stroud. So it's so funny. So Justin Fields.
Oh, it's Justin Fields. Jesus.
Justin
I'm saying CJ Stroud the entire time.
That's why it was so funny. I couldn't keep a straight face. But so, all right.
It's been a while, Joe. It's been a while.
2 weeks, drink a coffee, you're low on sleep, but let's get back to this. Okay. The Jets. The problem with the Jets is Aaron Glenn earlier on in the season was a fresh head coach, a brand new head coach who's just learning the ways, Bill Parcells' disciple, trying to figure out what his team is going to look like moving forward. So him and Darren Muji signed Justin Fields to a 2-year, $30 million deal, $20 million guaranteed in the offseason before we began. And honestly, was the right choice at the time, we all thought. Justin Fields, ever since the first game of the season, has struggled. Lowest passing yards in the league, lowest passing attempts per game. But the reason why he gets over as a quarterback is because of the usage of his legs. His legs are the reason why he still even had a job. Because honestly, I don't know what the hell Aaron Glenn and Tanner Angstrand, the offensive coordinator of the Jets, were looking at when processing how this guy throws the ball. He cannot process the field. He cannot find the open receivers, and he cannot hit his targets. It's a constant issue for Justin Fields. He wasn't great in Pittsburgh. They won games because of that defense, and he wasn't good in Chicago. That's it for Justin Fields. Now, are teams going to realize, hey, can we take a chance on Justin Fields? Of course, that's probably going to be something that Minnesota could experience because we have no idea what the hell is going on with J.J. McCarthy over in Minnesota. So when it comes to the Jets, Aaron Glenn, you traded away your best 2 players for an enormous draft capital. You have to find a way to re-sign Breece Hall because Breece Hall is a star. Great running back, top 7 in the league, could be top 5, and one of the best, if not the best, receiving back in the league. And we got to give credit to the Jets when credit's due. GM Darren Muji came in with a game plan, trying to assess his team, using the trade deadline to move some pieces for younger pieces who potentially could be a fit going forward, like John Mechie, Adonai Mitchell, Mozzie Smith, all 3 players who have kind of never been given the right chance and the right opportunity when it comes to their team. So they come over to the Jets and receive an opportunity. And John Mechie in 2 weeks already has almost 200 yards of offense and also 2 touchdowns. That's all you can ask for when you're given an opportunity. And that's when the whole dilemma and the whole debate between Tyrod Taylor and Justin Fields, because Tyrod Taylor is an exceptionally better passer of the football than Justin Fields. So getting him the ball this past weekend was huge. Breece Hall fumbling wasn't anything that we thought of that was a big deal, because we know Hall, who fumbled 6 times last year, only once this year coming into the game this past Sunday, kept the fumbles low, fixed his issue, but it's going to happen. He fumbled. It's okay. But the thing is, the Jets are progressing, Zach. They're getting better. They're fighting in games. The one game they've really only been blown out was the Buffalo Bills game. Other than that, they've been in every single game this season, making competitive, even if, both sides of the balls are not playing competent football. They're still competing, and that's all you can ask for from this team.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'd have to say, sorry about the CJ Stroud.
It's so funny.
I was like, yo, wait. I even was saying it. I was like, yeah, maybe I'm saying this wrong, but let's keep going. I haven't got corrected, so let's just keep going. And then I got corrected. But yeah, Justin Fields, again, like I said, I've always been a big fan of Justin Fields coming out of Ohio State. That was my guy, but he just has not put it together.
The pass to Chris Olave in the college football playoffs, if you remember the throw when he was in college against Clemson, the great Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit call when he threw it 73 yards to Chris Olave downfield. Oh my God, beautiful throw, beautiful touchdown. Like, that's the Justin Fields we remember,
Yeah.
That's the Justin Fields we like.
Yeah, and the Justin Fields that you guys needed. But
like 46 yards.
Obviously that wasn't the case. But for me, I think Justin Fields, he's going to need an opportunity somewhere where he doesn't have to be the focal point of everything. It's hard to play New York sports. I mean, you can look at the Yankees, you can look at the Rangers, you can look at the Giants, the Jets. You can go down the line. The Knicks. It's very hard to play in New York with all the scrutiny that comes if you're not winning, if you're not performing. But to be honest, you've been given so many chances. You were at Chicago, same problem. Took so long to throw the ball, and was trying to extend plays and just wasn't relying on your instincts, your passing, your running. You're kind of implementing both, just using one. Then you go to Pittsburgh. You're winning games, but you're not really doing much offense. You're mostly it's the defense, like you said, carrying. Then when you go to the Jets, you have a massive game, over 300 yards passing, rushing as well, and you win a game against Pittsburgh 31-28 or something along those lines. But you score over 30 points against that defense. But other than that, you have been nothing. Like, you haven't been able to string along. You had that one good game, I think, against Cincinnati, where he actually played well after
had 500 yards of total offense. And in the Pittsburgh game, they had 400 total offense and still lost. So yeah. it's just we're going back to the talk of how Justin Fields can be a starting quarterback in this league. The answer is you can't be a starting quarterback in the league if you can't both run and pass. You know, he's so elusive. He's such a dynamic athlete that he's getting away with these starts because his legs are so incredible. Like he is elusive, athletic legs, and he's got a great build to the fact when he puts his shoulder in someone's pads, they're going down, you know? Yeah. So that's the Justin Fields we know. The plays that he made with the Chicago Bears, I mean, he was sensational. The fact is, he still cannot progress. He still cannot find time to find and hit his receivers in stride. He's not accurate, and he doubts himself too much. He doubts his decisions. He doubts his scheme.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. And I think that's the biggest problem with him. It's more of it's an inner instead of like anything around him. It's just himself. Like, he's just got to get over himself and figure something out. But it might be too late. He's going to get another shot at another team, but maybe as a backup. Well, I don't know about a starter. Like you said, maybe about with the Vikings. But other than that, you go around the NFL, everyone has their quarterback. So he's going to probably be in a backup role, and he's going to have to like get the Tyrod Taylor role where he's a backup and trying to string along different things, and you're there if the starter goes down. But again, it's very hard. I mean, I like what you said. The Jets, yes, they've been competing all year. But now it comes down to you needed to make the change at quarterback so you can compete in those late time games, in those late decision games. Because if you don't have a quarterback that can actually throw the ball late, if you're down, up, whatever, you're not going to win games.
And I think that you hit the mark. I think that you hit the check mark on that. I think that the quarterback is definitely the most important position on the field. No questions asked about that. When it comes to the quarterback and what their plan is at the quarterback position, do you take a risk on Kyler Murray? Do you take a risk on a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo? Do you take a risk on maybe some of the younger quarterbacks on other teams, maybe a Spencer Rattler, who we know the Saints are probably going to go with Tyler Shuck or draft a quarterback themselves? But then looking to the draft, is Ty Simpson going to declare? Is Dante Moore going to declare? We know Fernando Mendoza is the top quarterback in the draft right now, but we have no idea where he will go. If the Jets aren't in love with the guy, you know, they could trade down and look to secure another draft pick and more draft capital towards next year's draft, or even or later in the draft in 2026. The facts is, can the Jets figure out the quarterback position? And are the Jets a quarterback away from being a competent football team? Are they going to be a good football team with a guy like Fernando Mendoza? So this is where you have to weigh and balance a veteran versus a rookie and how the Jets plan to assemble a plan going forward in 2026 and 2027. Do they think that maybe taking a risk on Kyler Murray can help them see what or evaluate the rest of the team? You know, like the rest of the offense, we have no idea what Garrett Wilson can be like with a good quarterback. My God, he gets a good quarterback. He's almost a 2,000 yard receiver, you know?
Yeah.
So the biggest question is, can the Jets figure out the quarterback position? And if they do figure out the quarterback position, what is this team going to look like? Can they build on being competitive? Can they learn how to finish games? Or are they just going to not be able to close out any games?
Yeah. No, I think you nailed it there. Nailed it on the coffin there. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the talk of the Jets. They just got to figure out their quarterback situation. And I think once they do, things will change. Maybe not drastically right away, but at least they'll win more games. They'll stay competitive in big time games, and they'll actually have a shot of hopefully like sneaking into the playoffs sooner rather than later. Because it is sad to see, because I think the Jets a couple years ago with Aaron Rodgers, I thought they had a good team then. Quarterback goes down now. Nothing can go well.
I was at that game sitting in section 220A in the second deck, and I tell you, I've never seen grown men cry like that when Aaron Rodgers went down, man. Like when he went down, this whole city, the whole stadium, the life of that stadium was torn apart when Aaron Rodgers went down. Man, if you forget, once upon a time, we were supposed to be the contenders with Aaron Rodgers. We had the #1 defense in the league the last 2 seasons going into 2022 and 2023. We get the Hall of Fame quarterback. We trade for him. 4 plays in, he tears his Achilles. Are you kidding me? That's the life of a Jet fan. That's why we feel like we are cursed, because we have to deal with the crap that comes along with losing. That's what losing is. The Jets don't know how to win. They're not winners. They haven't won in 15 years. They haven't had a winning season since 2015. Zach, Ryan Fitzpatrick was the quarterback. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, he's retired now. He's on Monday. I think it's Monday night.
We had Eric Decker. We had Brandon Marshall.
Yeah,
dude, we had Chris Ivory. We haven't had an 1,000-yard running back since Chris Ivory.
Yeah, those are a lot of names. I remember those names. Wow, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, Jesus, Chris Ivory. That's
look at the Patriots. Look at the Patriots back on top, just like they were 10 years ago.
Yeah, and they're looking really good. So now we're going to be moving on to some NFL rankings, but I'm going to just take a pause from there, and we're going to jump right to the NFC East, because this team right here,
there we go,
the Dallas Cowboys,
America's football team, bro.
America's team. We got to talk and let you all know that now, obviously, big win. Did it start the way we wanted it to start? Did my bet was looking pretty at the second quarter with 11:32 on the clock? No, we were down 21-0, Joey. I was like, there's no way. But did I ever fold?
No.
My dad was like, oh, shit, here we go again. I said, we're good. Went down the field right before half, down 21-7 at half. I said, this is where we want to be. I like it. This is where we want to be. If we went down 21-0 at half, it would be a problem. 21-7, I'll take it. And I don't know what the hell Schottenheimer said to Eberflus or that Cowboys defense, because we went from giving up 21 in the first half to a goose egg in the second half. They scored nothing. They didn't even move the ball. They rarely moved the ball. Forced 3 turnovers in that half, I believe, or at least 2. Fumble on Saquon and the fumble on the kickoff. Did we capitalize on either one of those? No. We didn't capitalize on both of them. We actually didn't even we settled for a field goal. We missed, and then we got stopped on the goal line. But our defense came to play. To be honest, that first half was blamed on the offense. That wasn't on the defense. Because if you looked at it, the offense put our defense in literally the worst position. We're driving down the field. We're getting an arrest. Dak throws a pick in the end zone. We're moving the ball. Turpin fumbles the ball. Like, first possession, we got them going. Penalties. Our offense put our defense in a hole. Our defense really only gave up 7 points in the first half. The other 2 touchdowns were off the defense. Were off the offense giving it to the defense. So if you look at it, our defense only gave up 7 legitimate points when they drove all the way down the field. Now, the offense. Cowboys have a Super Bowl winning offense. I don't want to hear anybody say otherwise. We have the best offense in the NFL, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Not even close. You have one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver in this league right now in George Pickens, because he is looking like a monster. No, this year. This year. Who's better? Jamar Chase? No, not now. Justin Jefferson? What is he doing with one leg Mike McCarthy? Oh my God. McCarthy over there. What is he doing? What is he doing? I need you to tell me.
Listen, let's talk about this. I'll answer your.
Wait. Tell me George Pickens is not playing like the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
I'll tell you something. Well, that's what I'm about to answer. I'm about to tell you something right now. George Pickens is playing better than Cee Dee Lamb. That's what I have to say.
We were talking about
drops. Are you kidding me? 4 drops last night. 4 drops. He missed a touchdown catch too. Come on, dude. Zach, that's inexcusable. When you're getting paid almost $200 million, you're expected to catch the football.
I agree. But I could tell you one thing right now that I don't know if you remember. Dak thought it was offside on the Eagles. It was 3rd down and 5. Dak thought there was no offensive offside.
No, it wasn't off.
There was a flag, though, on another play, but it was declined. Still would have been a 1st down, but there was no offside. He chucked that ball. Cee Dee Lamb catches that ball. That puts us in prime position to score and go down 21-14. He doesn't catch that ball.
I want to answer your question though about the best about the receivers best. George Pickens, let's be real. He's getting paid, and he's getting paid very financially well. Biggest thing here, okay. George Pickens, he's making roughly, I think he's making like under $10 million, but this guy is going to be paid over $100 million. He has been absolutely everything that the Dallas Cowboys hoped he was. He came over from Pittsburgh, went from Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, whoever the hell was their quarterback over the 5 years or over the 4-year span that he was there. He goes to the Dallas Cowboys, Texas native, wants to go to the Dallas Cowboys, gets involved with Dak Prescott, and now Dak Prescott's completing over 70% of his passes and is leading the league in passing yards. Bro, Dak Prescott has been an absolute machine with George Pickens at wide receiver, okay? Dak Prescott looks so much more comfortable than he has in previous years. The offense is more fluent. He's getting the ball out when he needs to, and they found a really good running back in Javonte Williams.
20 carries, 87 yards.
He's a beast. He's like a little bull and rhino in the backfield, and I really like that. Let's talk about the Eagles for a second when it comes to this game, because we got some bones to pick with these Eagles. What the hell happened to Saquon Barkley?
How about what the hell happened to Nick Sirianni? They went away. They rushed him 7 times. The whole game.
Are you telling me that your best player touched the ball 7 times?
Something around those lines. It was crazy. It was like 3 in the first quarter, 4 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 in the fourth.
Scroll this down a little bit, because I think that you can see that if Saquon Barkley touched the ball, AJ Brown finally touched the ball. I mean, it was nice to see him touch the ball.
Saquon, 10 carries. Told you, 10. I said
carries for 22 yards. I mean, he really was effective in the passing game, but that just shows this Eagles team is not healthy. They're not playing well, and they have some sort of miscommunication going on in that offense. I mean, the fact that they decided to get AJ Brown the ball 8 times, Devontae Smith 6 times. When's the last time you saw Devontae Smith and AJ Brown get more than 5 catches in a game? together. It's been a while. So, I mean, they have no running game right now. But let's talk about this. Quinnen Williams, everything the Cowboys thought they were getting too. Monster got hurt in the third quarter, and we understood that. But, that team already looks
he came back
dramatically different. And then he came back in the game, but, he got hurt.
Logan Wilson,
tremendous.
Right in the middle. Nobody was there.
What is Cincinnati doing?
I don't know. Look at DeMar Overshawn. Tore his ACL, MCL, and PCL last year. Came back, second game. He made a massive tackle on Devontae Smith on a third down when they were driving in the fourth quarter. Massive tackle on Saquon on a first down and 10. Oh, no, on a third down where he was about to shake him, and it would have been a first down. There was nobody there. 2 massive tackles. He was just making tackles left and right. And this guy came off an ACL, MCL, and PCL tear just last year. Big time. He came back. Massive comeback. We don't even have Trayvon Diggs out there. And I don't think Trayvon Diggs is as good as he used to be with that ACL tear or Achilles, whatever it was last year. But we don't even have him there. We're playing with one guy, Deron Bland, on one side, which is I like him as a cornerback. He doesn't get talked about enough, but he had 5 pick sixes 2 years ago. So, which is an NFL record. But we don't even have our other guy on the other side. So we're still getting healthy. We're 5-5-1. I like the way the Cowboys played. But again, we're done. This game's over, Joey. We got Kansas City coming into Dallas.
Let me ask you a question. Looking at the schedule.
Yep.
What do the Cowboys need to do to make the playoffs?
What do the Cowboys need to do?
What do they need to do? And how can they overcome? Because I'm pretty sure we got Kansas City this week. Okay?
I got you right here.
Kansas City is going to be Kansas City, no doubt, is the biggest game of the week or biggest game of the year.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, that Eagles game.
You got a struggling Minnesota Vikings team offensively, defensively.
Dallas,
they're insane. I think the Commanders are done.
They're done. Giants are done.
And then you got the Lions, the Chargers, and the Giants. I mean, I can't even tell you that the Giants are a guaranteed win, man. Honestly, the best 2-10 team that I know of.
Yeah, but to be honest, again, the Lions' defense is not that good.
Who's safe to say that if they get in, if they win their next 5 games, who's safe to say that they don't play their starters against the Giants because they might not win the division,
Who?
The Cowboys.
Oh no, the Cowboys are playing to win that game. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying if they go on a winning streak, okay.
Oh, and they don't play their starters,
and they're 9-6-1 by the time, or 9-5-1 by the time we hit week 18. If they're in a wild card spot, do you play your starters or do you sit them?
I think they're going to play it. But why I would say is I don't think they'll play them the whole game. First half. I'm sorry. With the offense, the Giants defense cannot hold the Cowboys offense. We scored 40 points on them on their defense. So in the first game, I don't see them being able to stop the Cowboys offense. Now, without Scatterboo, without Malik Neighbors, I think our defense now, the way it is going to go berserk on the Giants. Because I don't think the Lions' defensive line is that good. I don't think the Cowboys' defensive line is that good. But with the addition of Quentin Williams, with Dante Fowler playing on the left side, with Clowney playing on the right side, we got a 3-way punch. Yeah, those guys are older, but you got that middle dude that makes a big, massive, massive difference. And then you got Logan Wilson on the backside. You got Overshaw there. Then you got Deron Bland. And when Trayvon gets back, which he should be back by the time the Giants game, it's going to be a different story. Thanksgiving is the biggest game of the year. Eagles, if we didn't win that game, we were out of the playoffs. It was not going to happen. That was a massive win. Right now, Chiefs are the biggest game and the Lions are the biggest games. The last 4, I think we go 4-0. I think the Chargers is the only game that gives us a little problem, but it's in Dallas. I don't like Justin Herbert. I think he's not. I don't know.
There's something going on with
the Chargers. I don't know what it is, but they're not good enough where I thought they were going to be after the first couple weeks. They looked really well. So I think it's 4-0. We got 2 games in Dallas, in Minnesota, and the Chargers. I think those are both dubs. Sunday Night Football, December 14th, December 21st, Cowboys versus Chargers. Cowboys got to win. And then on Christmas Day, December, right? Or is that Christmas Eve? December 25th?
That's Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, we play the Commanders. We blow them out. Giants, January 4th, knock them out. So it comes to these two games, Thanksgiving and Thursday Night Football, December 4th. So it comes to these two games. Detroit does not scare me. The Giants were able to put up 27. They were up 10 with 10 minutes to go in the fourth.
I think that Detroit and their reputation this year shouldn't definitely scare you, but just based off
I'm talking about the defense, though.
Yeah, so the thing with the Lions is I think that they play up to better competition. I think they generally like don't really play good against teams below 500. So I do think when the challenge comes to bat, when they play the Lions on December 4th, Thursday Night Football, they are going to have to throw the ball. They're going to have to throw the ball a lot because the Lions are very good. The Cowboys are going to have to throw the ball a lot.
Well, we do it already.
So the Lions are going to be there. Anzalone's and Jack Campbell are going to be there to stop Javonte Williams. So the Cowboys are going to have to come in with a really serious game plan if they're going to want to beat the defending NFC North champions. So, well, yeah, I wouldn't undermine that.
I'm not undermining them. Let me not jump to my guns.
Yeah.
I just don't like the secondary, and I think if we're able to really mix in not even a running game, but just enough to where like you can do a play action, you can hit the shot, and you can make it a threat, I think we'll be fine. Kansas City, I'm sorry, but Dak is he is so underrated when it comes to the clutch. He has so many game-winning drives, game-tying drives in his career. If it comes down to it and the Cowboys have the ball, down a touchdown, down a couple points, and he needs to take the ball down the field with Brandon Aubrey who can kick a 70-yard field goal, I'm not as worried going into Kansas City as I was 2 years ago when Micah Parsons and Kansas City played Dallas, both of them having really great records, and Kansas City killed us. Like, not killed us, but like we looked like we could not hang with them. This year, I'm telling you, if you go up, let's go. And I don't want to be so much on the Cowboys because, yes, we are a podcast. It's not going to just be about our teams. But if you look at it, Cowboys-Broncos got annihilated. Commanders-Cowboys annihilated. Panthers game. Should have never lost that game. Our defense just gave up 30 points to the Panthers. Jets game annihilated. Sorry, buddy. Packers-Cowboys should have never. Actually, that Jet game was not annihilation. We just scored a lot of points. Packers-Cowboys, that game we should have won. Bears-Cowboys got annihilated. Cowboys-Giants, we won. Cowboys-Eagles, that game we should have won. That game we should have won. Cee Dee Lamb doesn't.
I really thought you guys were going to win that game too.
If Cee Dee Lamb does not drop those two balls, we win the game. It's not even close. We win the game. So 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 7-3, 8-3. We're 8-3 rolling into Kansas City, going into the Kansas City game. That is realistic on how the games went, and we had a lead against the Panthers, and our defense screwed it up. Packers, we should have won that game. That was no questions asked. Should have won that game. And then the Eagles game, should have won that game. Those are our 5 losses right there.
Yeah.
The other legitimate, Broncos got killed. Cardinals, we didn't come to play. And then Bears didn't come to play. Those are 3 losses. The other fucking 2, no. The other 3, the tie and the 2 losses, those are not losses. Those are our defense giving it up. That's our defense. Bro, we're up 40-37. No, we're up 40-37. Dak gave us the game-winning drive. 45 seconds left on the clock. Our Cowboys defense let them go all the way down the fucking field and kick a field goal.
Looking for answers. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for answers on how this
is going to happen. It's going to happen Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And best believe it, your man ain't going to be door dashing. He's going to be sitting right here watching that game.
And making another bet.
Oh, yeah. Bets are coming in. Stay tuned on TikTok because my bets are coming in. We got Thursday, got Black Friday, got Saturday, and we got Sunday. Betting all 4 of those days. See if we can win something.
A little Thanksgiving this week.
Hell yeah. I was this close, Joey, for the last 2 weekends combined to winning 40 grand.
Get on it.
This close. So, and then I put in the last one and I won the 1,000. So I'm on one.
That's huge.
I'm just right there. But these are the 2 games. Lions, Chiefs. Cowboys able to win these 2 games and we don't fumble against the 4 and we run the table.
Then you're 6-5.
8 in a row. We win 8 in a row after the Cardinals loss. And to be honest, it's not far-fetched. It really isn't. It's not far-fetched to say that the Cowboys can't run the table and win 8 in a row.
I think the Eagles might fall apart.
Oh, let's look at their schedule quick. Because I'm actually looking, because I don't like the Eagles. And I'm not a bias. Because I'll tell you, when my Cowboys are terrible, my Cowboys are terrible. But earlier in the year, they were horrible. Right now, they didn't look it. Okay, let's see. Let's go up to the top, right? So we got Cowboys, Eagles. That should have been a loss. 0-1. The Chiefs, Eagles.
Should have been a loss.
Should have been a loss. 0-2. The Rams were up 13 in this game. They should have lost this game. They should be 0-3 against the Bucks.
They should have lost that one.
They should have lost that one. 0-4. The Broncos, they lost.
0-5.
0-5. The Giants, they won. 0-6.
They would be 0-6.
Oh, no. 0-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then the Giants, right?
Yeah, the Giants, they won. So they'll be 1-6. Eagles against the Vikings.
They lost.
They should have lost that. Oh, they lost to the Giants.
They lost that one.
Oh, shit. My bad. I'm tripping. My bad. 0-6. So 0-6 there. Against the Vikings, they actually should have lost this game. The Vikings came back. They had a chance to win, and they threw a pick. So, 0-7? Okay, they win.
1-8.
Should have lost to the Packers. 1-9. 2-9. 2-10. Yeah, they should be the Giants right now.
They should be like a 1-11, bro.
It is crazy how bad they have played this year. But again, they are still 8-3. They have a lot. They have a lot to go. Their remaining schedule is the Bears, who ain't no tough cookie on Black Friday. That's going to be a hell of a game in Philly. But I'm going to take the Eagles to win that. Eagles-Chargers, another great game in Los Angeles. That's a tough one. Eagles-Raiders, win. Eagles-Commanders, win. Eagles-Bills. I'm taking the Bills. Commanders-Eagles, win. So they're 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. So they're 11-2 right now, or 11-3. I would say they would lose to the Bills, 11-4. I think they either beat the Eagles or beat the Chargers.
Yeah, and we're saying all these hypotheticals, but honestly, and be realistic, they're probably going to win most of these games the rest of the season. Like we're saying, we're talking about how we the Eagles could potentially lose all these games that were already played. But looking ahead, I'm not going to be surprised if they end up with over 12 wins, Zach.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I think that this is the only legitimate loss they have, and these two, they can both win, but the Bears are going to be a tough one. Sorry, the Bears are going to be a tough one. So they can legit win 6 in a row, and they will end the year at freaking 13 wins, or 14 wins. But to be honest, I know they're going to lose to the Bills. The Bills are coming in. It's in Buffalo. I like this game. December 28th, Cole. I like this game for the Bills. Chargers, Eagles. I think it will be more of a tough game for the Bears against the Eagles than it would be the Chargers. I just don't like the way the Chargers have been playing this year. So we'll see. Like I said, there's a lot to unpack in this one game. Could dictate a big deal. But I just don't like the Eagles right now, the way they've been playing offensively. And defensively, they just can't help it when their offense is just not helping out. So, but look at this division, your division for the Jets.
I don't want to look at
it. 10-2 for the Patriots. Who would have thought?
The Buffalo Bills 7-4.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ravens, Steelers, Bengals. Bengals are getting back Joe Burrow, but is it too late? I think it's too late. But
Lamar being back, dude, Lamar didn't even play good at all against the Jets. He did not play good against the Jets. Didn't he still looks hurt.
He doesn't look good.
Aaron comes back. Dude, honestly, that division's wide open. I mean, if Burrow comes back and they start winning, it could be potential.
Ravens, Bills,
oh god,
Jesus Lord, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. Cardinals,
I can't even tell you that the Browns are an easy win now because of Shador.
Yeah, and the way that Bengals defense is, it's not an easy win. They got a tough last 6 games, man. The first 3 are gauntlets. Ravens, Bills, Ravens.
That's bad.
That is bad, man. That is really bad. So we'll see what happens, but I think Joe Burrow definitely does change it and makes it interesting, but I don't really think that the Cincinnati's going to be in it. I think the Ravens win this division and Steelers are close behind. This Colts, Jaguars, Texans is also a big time thing with the Colts losing to the Chiefs, the Jaguars winning, and the Texans winning. This division's wide open.
Yeah.
If you look at it. So separates 2 games. I still have the Colts winning this division. Jaguars are going to be I think I'll have the Texans over the Jaguars. I like the Texans coming back with CJ Stroud coming back. Broncos 9-2, man. Chargers 7-4 with Chiefs winning the way they did, but the way I'm picking it, I think the Chiefs lose on Thanksgiving against my Cowboys, so they'll be 6-6. I don't know, man. They can lose one game, and if it is against my Cowboys, they can't lose another game. They can't. That would put them at 11-6 to win to run the table after the Cowboy game. And I think they can win this division at 11. They can be in the playoffs at 11-6, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because you're going to get at least 1 from here. You might get 2 from the AFC East. And you might get 2 from the AFC West. So that's 2, 4, 5. And there's a potential you might get 2 from here. So you're looking at a 7th thing, and I think the Chiefs can squeak in. They just have to run the table after the Cowboy game. So I'm sorry, I'm not having to beat my Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Sorry. This one, Eagles 8-3. Like I said, this division is not far off. Because if you look at it,
they might be competitive even more next year because Jaden Daniels will come back. I'm sure the Commanders are going to be better next year.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying for the Cowboys, Eagles are 8-3. Cowboys are 5-1. If the Eagles lose 2 games, Cowboys have a chance at running at the division because remember, it's 1-1, and it then goes to points in the division. The Cowboys have blown out the Commanders, have beat the Giants 40-37. The Eagles lost to the Giants and have beaten the Giants. The Commanders have lost to the Eagles. So, there's a legitimate shot the Cowboys could win the division if they run the table. If they run the table, the Cowboys could have a chance of winning the division because they just split the head-to-head matchup and they beat the crap out of the Eagles. I mean, not beat the crap out of the Eagles. They won by 3, and then they lost by 4. So it might be a closer thing. I think the Eagles still win the division, but it's not as far-fetched as people think it is. Eagles lose 2 opens the door for the Cowboys to might win this division. But I think you get 2. I think both Eagles, Cowboys make the playoffs if the Cowboys are able to win the Chiefs and the Lions game. If they're not, then it will be tough. Bears, Packers, Lions is ridiculous. All separation of 1 game. This is another tough game, a tough division. You could potentially get 3 teams in the playoffs here in this one division, which is absolutely crazy. Bucks. I think the Bucks are the only team that makes it in the playoffs, but the Panthers are 6-6, man. They're right there. They played the 49ers pretty tough last night. They only let up 20 points. They only scored 9, though. This division right here is ridiculous, Joey. Rams, Seahawks, 49ers. You might get 3 from here.
Alone. all three teams are Super Bowl contenders too.
Rams, Seahawks, 49ers, yeah, 1,000%. With Brock Purdy back, yeah, you might get 3 from here, 2 from here, 1 from here, and 1 from here. That's how it might be. It might be Bucks, Eagles, Cowboys, Bears, Packers, Lions, Rams, Seahawks, 49ers. But if I'm in the NFC and I'm looking at this is what you want. Like if you look at this, the NFC is booming.
You might see a 7-win team you might see a 10-win team not get in.
You might see an 11-win team not get in.
You really might not see one or the other, the Packers or the Lions not get in.
If the Bears stay with they're 8-3. The Bears don't lose another game, or they do lose maybe 1 or 2. They're 12-5. The Packers, Lions, they drop maybe a game or 2. They're out. They might be gone, which is crazy to say because it's right here. You know what I mean? Like, that's tough to say, but I don't know, man. We're poised for a hell of a finish. We got 6 more games left in the NFL season, which is absolutely absurd to even think about. Feels like the season just started. And we got 6 more games, dude. 6 more games. Yo, look at this schedule for the Bears, though. We're going to really see if Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears team is really about
That's
it.
a gauntlet.
Eagles, Packers, Browns, Packers, 49ers, Lions. Oh my God. The only game that is a winnable game is the Browns game. Every other game is
I think they beat Green Bay.
Ugh, that's tough, man. I think they win. I think they split it. I don't think they beat them both. I think they split it. I think they win in Chicago and lose at Green Bay. But they have a legit shot to the way the Eagles are playing. They have a legit shot to beat the Eagles. I don't know. That's a gauntlet schedule. I just clicked on that by accident. That's a massive schedule. Oh, my God. I did not see that coming. That is a big schedule. But, yeah, man, that's pretty much it for the recap of the NFL rankings and see where we're at. You have anything last words, Joey, to say for the podcast since we are back?
Happy Thanksgiving for everybody, and thanks for watching as always. We love to talk, and that's what makes us – 2 idiots just trying to talk about sports.
Yeah, and that's
because we love it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a wrap, guys, here on the Fire Sports Pod for Recap Tuesday, powered by StreamYard, where StreamYard makes the dream yard go. Last thing I'll say, guys, we are going to be making a change big time. We're going to stay with StreamYard, but we're going to try to formulate into going into Twitch, maybe some Kick, trying to get some other people on, some live viewers. We'll still stay on TikTok.
Expand the franchise.
We got a lot coming for you guys in January. Stay tuned because January is going to be I'll say let's go January 12th. January 12th to January 18th is going to be that time. Give us time because whenever those days come, we'll let you guys know. But
we want to make the best videos and the best debates, the best production we can. So we're going to try to elevate. We're going to try to take this thing and try to run away with it.
Yep, some big changes are coming for the podcast, so stay tuned, guys. Here on Recap Tuesday on Season 9, Episode number 5, powered by StreamYard. I'm your host, Zach Jackson. This is the best and the great co-host, Joey. We're back at it again, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving, but we will have a podcast out for Thursday for Season 9, Episode number 6. Peace out, guys. Thanks again.
Peace out.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.